Talk about this Surviving R. Kelly Part 3. Now, I don't feel no kind of way about Part 3. Even though I feel that they was manipulated and, you know, he got them in the coat and all this kind of stuff. But these girls was grown. They was old enough to know, you know, well, what, 2 out of the 3 or 2? The radio girl, the lady with the long hair. I ain't get these names, child. My mind wasn't in it, huh? But I feel that they could have gotten away. One girl said she left and he ain't try to stop her, so he let her walk out the house in Atlanta. So I guess if you want to go, you can go. That Jocelyn Savage, child, she must like it. She must like it because she's still there. And she ain't trying to leave. And I don't know if she's trying to leave or not. But that Dominique girl, that was so sad how her mama tried to fight and get her and got her. And, you know, if y'all read at the very end, Dominique went back. And she's still going back. So she's still fighting back and forth. So she must like it. You know, she must like it. She must like him turning her into a boy and making her look like a stud. And, you know, she must like it because she keep going back. You can only fight for somebody for so long before you have to, you know, let them go and let them live their own life. That's how she want to live. That's how she want to live. Like out of sight, out of mind. And if you don't say anything about it, it didn't happen. And I think that's what a lot of the girls, like Kelly, was talking about. Out of sight, out of mind. But in the back of your mind, you know, it's still there. And it still happened. But, I don't know. My thing is, when you know better, you do better. When you know better, you do better. I can't relate to, you know, the cult activities. And, you know, it's just so sad how they just don't care or don't take nothing from the black woman. It's like, why do y'all think so little of black women? Why? These black men, Chance the Rapper, you know, and he did something last night and he was like, oh, it was out of context. And no, it wasn't out of context. That's how you felt. You said how you felt. And Chance, ain't your mama black? I mean, I don't know. From going to the doctor, from talking to the doctor about your pain level, which they don't believe us. They have statistically shown. They talked to several doctors about, I don't know if the interview was about women and C-sections or whatever. And they were saying that most doctors don't believe black women when they talk about their pain level. Why? Serena Williams would have died if she didn't voice or make them, you know, give her a CAT scan or whatever the situation was with her. She would have died. Black woman didn't believe that she was having the pain that she was having. And it's like, are you serious? What is it about black women as a culture that y'all don't believe us? I don't understand it. I'm like, why? Why? I mean, child, we don't. It's awful. It's awful. It's awful. I always thought it was hard, you know, rough to be a black man in this world. Shoot. It's awful. It's awful. So that's why R. Kelly ain't never go to jail. And because the parents' greed, you know, he paid them off. Everybody who took him to court, they settled, you know. So shame on them for settling instead of following through and trying to get justice. You know, it's just sad. It's just sad, y'all. I just don't understand. I just don't understand that, you know, why y'all think that. I don't know. It sucks and it's sad and it makes me sad. And it depresses me even more to think that as a society, they don't believe us. Our voice don't count. What do we do for our voices not to count as a society. You know, all we want to do is be accepted. That's it. That's it. And sometimes we go to the extreme to try to be accepted, but you know, without even giving us the benefit of the doubt, they just write us off. Like, dang, that's what I got out of it. That's what I got out of part 3. That it don't matter. We black women. But when them white women start talking, look at Bill Cosby. Look at Bill Cosby. I mean, it speaks for itself. Don't get mad at me. All right, guys. It's been a little while. My synopsis of the R. Kelly part 3, to me, it was different than parts 1 and 2 because these was adults. So they knew exactly what was going on. Again, this was like, what, 2015 or 2000, let's say 13 to now. And so they knew all about R. Kelly. They knew exactly what his MO was. Rumor had been out there, and they chose to endure that situation. Now, am I saying they chose to get beat up and drugged and all that? No, but they chose to be with him. The one young lady said she just walked out. She just got her stuff and walked out the house. So he didn't try to stop her. So, you know, being an adult and making those decisions is a lot different than being a naive minor. It's this son. Being naive and thinking that he's going to do something different for you than anybody else. So I'm not in my feelings as much as I was in my feelings with part 2. Part 2 took me somewhere. It did, and it was not a good place. So part 2 was a bit much for me. I would never listen to R. Kelly. I would never, if I ever get married or if I ever go to a party, I ain't stepping in the name of love. He'll never be played at none of my events. So if I can help it, I'm done with R. Kelly. One of my classmates, he was like, go listen to the song, the song R. Kelly made, admitting to everything that he's done. I was like, child, no, I will not voluntarily listen to nothing R. Kelly. No. No, thank you. I'm good on that. Yeah. I'm good on that. And like I said, you know, for the parents to allow their children to endure that. And what was the girl who mother and father, not the Jocelyn, because Jocelyn, you know, she was in college. So again, you know, Jocelyn knew what she was getting into. And was it her name Dominique too? Was it the girl named Dominique? Whatever the other girl name was, who mom and daddy hadn't seen her in 3 years. That's crazy too. They don't even know if that child alive or dead. Her name was Azalea or something like that. Azalea. I will hope that they okay. I will hope that they're alive. I do feel that, you know, back in the day, Sparkle knew exactly what was going on. Those people who was in his camp, who aided and abetted him and went and got those girls, and who hid it for, you know, who helped him. I think they all still need to be prosecuted. Shame on the family for allowing money to make a difference in your child. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't know. I know I wouldn't prostitute my child for no amount of money. I work every day for what I want, you know. So for them to continue to be in R. Kelly life, because I think her daddy was a drummer or a guitar player. Even after they knew that he molested that 14-year-old child, her family still stayed in R. Kelly life. You know, so they say even to this day, that girl who was 14 at the time, who he done pissed in her mouth, she is still a part of his camp. Isn't that something? He done brainwashed you. He done peed in your mouth. He done humiliated you, and you still a part of that camp. You know? Disgusting. But it just goes to show how, you know, things that happen to you in life, how you carry that. Nobody attempted, and I don't know, I'm assuming that nobody attempted to get her any help. They couldn't get her any help. They stayed around his molesting. So they stayed around him. They allowed him probably to continue doing it. He probably, if he want her now, he could probably have her, you know. So it's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. And again, how I guess society view black women. They don't care. Somebody on my Instagram was like, well, what about Hugh Hefner? I don't give a about Hugh Hefner. I don't think Hugh Hefner had that many black women or girls. He didn't care nothing about us. So why would I give a damn about him? I don't care. I don't care what Hugh Hefner did. I ain't seen Hugh Hefner with no black women or no young black girls. I don't care nothing about no Hugh Hefner. No, I don't care. I'm talking about R. Kelly and these black women, and, you know, for us not to value our own lives, for our parents not even to value us enough to help us, they get paid off. He pay them off, they take the money and they run, so they allow him to keep doing these things, you know? If somebody would have stood up and said, no, I don't want your money. If that 14-year-old girl parents would have protected her, R. Kelly would not be in the predicament he in right now. Maybe he would have been in jail, you know, or a sex offender, and, you know, maybe. But they didn't value black lives. They didn't value the black girls. They just said, hell, you're grown and you're fast anyway, and they don't care. They don't care nothing about us, you know. And to me, that is so sad. That is so sad. Because at one time, your mama was a little black girl. You know what I'm saying? Chance the Rapper, your mama was a little black girl. You know? R. Kelly, your mom was a little black girl. You know? And for you to do those things that you did, he's sick, y'all. He's sick and he need help. But for society to write us off and not care about us and to, you know, just throw us away because they don't value us, you know, that really, really, really hurts my feelings. It really does. I'm like, ugh, you know. But if you got black, you know, daughters or daughters period, you know, protect your children, communicate, listen to them when they tell you, you know, look for the signs. If they withdrawn, if they change their behavior, you know, I'm sure it was somebody else out there who can help your child become the superstar she wanted to be besides R. Kelly. Everybody want to be a superstar. R. Kelly ain't put nobody on. Who he put on? Name one person who R. Kelly put on besides Aaliyah. And he got her pregnant at 14, 15, married her so she wouldn't tell. So he done ruined her life, you know, mentally anyway. He scarred her. She thought she was in love. Was he in love? Hell, I don't know. It ain't for me to judge. I'm not here to judge him. I can just only explain how it affected me. But the last episode and how these grown women chose to go and let him do them that way, more power to you. More power to you, girl. I don't know. I don't know. But those are my thoughts, guys. Those are my thoughts on the R. Kelly saga. And yeah, nothing ever will be played around me if I have anything to do with it by R. Kelly. And Chance took back what he said, but, you know, at the time he meant it. At the time he meant it. You know, he meant it. You meant what you said. You didn't value. You didn't believe him. You didn't value what the black women were saying. And I guess you can't blame them because you know, they allow money to. Money is the root of all evil. So they allowed that dollar to. Y'all leave y'all comments. Let's talk about it. For y'all that got daughters, black daughters, please instill in them that they do matter. You know, we do matter.